We don't have Carolyn, right? Not yet?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Yep.
Good afternoon. Today is Thursday, April 15, 2021. This is the Cable Communication Advisory Board. And our first item on the agenda is a roll call. Mr. Sherman.
Seth?
Yes.
Les?
Yes.
Vicky?
Yes.
All right.
And we have one person potentially calling in, Carolyn. At this point, she's not called in yet.
Correct.
Okay. Item number 2 is a public meeting notice. It's to let you know that if somebody does call in on our team, that we are letting you know that. At this point, there is not somebody calling in, so if Carolyn does call in, we'll let you know that. So we'll move right on to item number 3, election of officers. This is the time of the year where we elect the president, or the chair, the vice chair, and also the secretary. So we have a number of options. What would you like to do, board?
Keep them the same as they were
That's what I was thinking.
last year.
I'm fine with that. You're okay with that?
Should I move?
You can offer a motion to leave the slate to
Okay.
the same as the present year, if you'd like.
I offer a motion to keep the current chair people.
Okay, do we have a second?
Yep, I'll second.
Motion is second to leave the slate, which is myself as chair, Seth Visser as vice chair, and Vicky as our secretary. Any other motions or nominations, excuse me? And by law, any other nominations? Hearing none, I would offer a motion, or all those in favor say aye by approving this.
Aye.
Those opposed, motion carries. Thank you. Item number 4, approval of minutes. This
I'll
will
make
be,
a motion to approve the minutes from April, or from, when was it? November 19th, 2020.
minutes all the way back from November 19th. Do we have a second?
I'll second it.
We have a motion and a second. Is there any corrections, additions, or changes? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, we're moving right along here. Item number 5.1, new cat activities. Mr. Sherman.
All right. Before you got the activity reports from November 2020 through March 2021. We'll be going over more details on the programming on the next item. Is there any questions about the reports? Otherwise, that's all I have for the activity report.
Okay, yeah, so I'd entertain a motion to approve the new cat activities for November through March.
I'll make a motion to approve that.
Vicky moves that. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
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 Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, last item, Mr. Sherman.
All right, so new cat programming. We're going to take a look at some of the programs that we've completed since the last meeting. For completed programs, we have Don't Forget to Read the Instructions. That's the board game series that we do in partnership with the New Ulm Public Library and Red Dragon Gaming. 4 episodes have been completed. You can see the titles of the games that we covered. 1 episode of The Process. That's a partnership with Jason Jasperson Studios. An episode on the Bronze Bible. We did a retrospective on remembering George Glotzbach. We did 5 episodes of Living United, the talk show with the Brown County United Way. 2 episodes of Something Artsy, the art magazine series that is produced by State Street Theater. The New Ulm Forum, which is the talk show with the League of Women Voters, and they had an episode on the 2020 election recap. And then we recorded the Robert the Magician, and that was a children's library program. And the Spots Greatest Hits compilation, we worked on putting together all of the best Spots recordings over the past few years.
Students performing on tough situations.
You got it.
Okay, just wanted to make sure that we had the acronym
Yep,
down.
same Spots.
Okay.
Any questions about our completed programs.
How have they been going over? Is there some that are sticking out more than others?
You know, our board game series, when we put that on YouTube, that does really well. We get a few hundred views per video on that, and that's a lot for us. Let's see. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to say. You know, maybe less viewership on some of the other ones, and but I think, you know, a good variety of topics. But yeah.
Are you, do you have any other ideas that you might be coming up with going forward?
Sure.
or-
Yep. And so we can talk about programs in progress that we're working on right now. We have one more episode of The Process, and that is on a plaster relief sculpture, and that's something that we're continuing to work on. We have another episode of something artsy that will be filmed soon. Then we have 2 community events that we recorded and that we'll be editing and presenting. The New Ulm Area Catholic Schools had a Broadway medley, and we filmed that. And then the New Ulm Figure Skating Club had their 2021 ice show. So that'll be coming up soon. And then we're also doing a music video series highlighting Minnesota made music videos.
I did hear this week a couple different things that are happening that I'm assuming might come your way or our way, if however you want to say it. One is it's been 6 years now since our fire hydrants were painted downtown. And it sounds like it's time to clean some up and some need to be totally redone. So that could be an interesting art project that potentially could get some airtime. And the second one, there's some folks that really want to help get information out about getting the COVID shot and why it's important. And I could see that coming your way as well in the next few months here to get the word out on that project as well. So
Would that be like an infomercial? I'm not
yeah, kind of an
informative type of.
Yeah. They just met their first meeting this week to kind of, they want to make it county-wide, but also specific to certain cities and get a lot of folks helping to get that herd immunity going, so, and getting the shots, so. But we actually, surprisingly, are way ahead a lot of other counties. We're way ahead, which I was really pleasantly surprised, so.
Yeah, like you said, that's something we would definitely be interested in working on, producing a PSA, something that we can share on the channel. So whether or not, you know, what that exactly looks like right now, it's something we'll be willing to work with.
Sure. Okay, any other, anything else on the
We've got
programming
some
update?
submitted programs. These are programs that we didn't produce by staff, but were submitted by community members or organizations. The library submitted 2 programs, Bizarre History of Minnesota and Are the Foods You Eat Only Making Stress Worse? Those are both done via Zoom. State Street Theater had 2 Zoom theater productions, one called Adventures of Thin Man and My Favorite Husband. And then we're also, we received a podcast called Triple Falls Cast, which interviews local artists or musicians. It's kind of a longer form conversation, and there's 5 episodes of that. The Rotary Club submitted their recognition event. Parks and Rec submitted a couple of workouts, and the Minnesota Department of Health submitted about 5 PSAs on different topics relating to COVID-19. So, all right, that's all I have.
Any other questions for Mr. Sherman on that? If not, I'd entertain a motion to receive the programming update from November through March 21st. March 21, excuse me.
I can make the motion to receive the programming update from November 20 to March 2021.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
I have a motion and a second. Any other comments? If not, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Number 6 is simply the one we always leave on the agenda for any comments from board members. Anybody have anything they want to mention?
Nothing pressing?
The only thing that I have is that State Street is having the play Charlotte's Web going on this weekend.
Okay,
So,
all
sorry.
right.
That's okay.
I'm in it, so I just thought that I would put a plug.
A slide for that. on the
And maybe
bulletin
that's
board.
and maybe that in general is a big question, Steve, if, people are getting their second shots, people are getting vaccinated, we used to have a lot of volunteers. I mean, what does that look like now, and what do you perceive happening?
Yeah, I think right now we definitely don't have as many volunteers as we used to. So that's something we'll kind of have to work on, creating maybe some sort of campaign just so people are aware that this is an opportunity for them. So I'm sure there are people in the community who would be interested in learning video skills or contributing any sort of video skills that they have and they just don't know about it.
I
So
think we lost some volunteers that are just not going to come back.
I think, people get busy or they move or they just kind of slow down a little bit. So it's,
Maybe we can gain some new ones.
I think so.
So that'll be something we probably should have on the agenda next time we meet is recruitment of new volunteers. I assume in 3 months when we meet again, be middle of summer. Hopefully that'll be a good time to.
Yeah, I'll kick around some ideas, maybe some sort of recruitment events, depending on what's safe to do at that time. So,
And that would be a good thing to put on to NewCat so that, they can see it there, and maybe on, if we've got a website platform, put it on that, put it on the New Ulm webpage.
yeah,
So if we could get that out there, we'd be able to
Yeah,
get more
absolutely.
volunteers.
Okay.
yeah, I can work with Lisa on maybe adding some sort of announcement on the city website. But yeah,
Well, again, my compliments, good work by you and your staff, keeping this program going, so thank you. With no other information, I'm going to go ahead and adjourn the meeting. Adjourn.
4:44.